Hey guys, it's Jake and welcome back to the TimeShot server. This episode I want to go over a kind of relevant topic to recent events. And I want to show you my new base. I finished my house and I terraformed the crap out of my base. I'm just going to leave that slime block there. I added so many trees and I'm very proud of this house. I added a pathway through this forest. I bone mealed the entire thing. Flower tender. I need to cover this up in stone. Actually, I might do that now. But what I want to talk about today is I don't have any stone brick. No. I need to smelt some. No. Do I have any coal? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh. Ah! I don't have a sword. Oh yeah, I do. What am I talking about? How did you hit me? Okay. Iron ingot. Dang, Skippy. The thing I wanted to talk about today is... oh, my foot's falling asleep. I'm sure if I tried standing up now I'd fall over because my foot is so numb because I'm sitting on it. Oh my god. Oh, I got it. Oh, my foot. Oh my goodness. Why are these flowers white? What? Huh? This is a dandelion. That looks awesome. Hello. Why are these white though? Oh, this one's not white. Oh, is it because of my... Yeah, it's 1.7 texture pack. These are the texture packs I used for the poet clones. Oh, I could have showed you right there probably. I would have to lay Faithful over top of it though because I still had Faithful. Yeah, you get the idea. The topic I wanted to talk about today has to do with something that's happened between me and one of my friends. I tried recording this once already and it was difficult to word. I kept having awkward pauses. So I'm sure I'll have a few of those, but hopefully they'll be few and far between. But basically, me and this particular friend, I'm not going to say their name or gender, but I know for a fact that a few of you know who it is. If you do, if you are one of those people, please do not say their name. I ask you. I've already gotten a few, like as in more than one, people that have come in and said, I can't believe this person could do this to you, Jake. They're a real D-bag, or they really suck. I was taken aback by the cruelty of that. Like, you don't know his or her side. You don't know why they did this, so why are you hating on them? That's why I banned them from my channel. I took a page from Poet's book and just had a zero tolerance policy for that, and I'm going to say this very politely in a passive-aggressive tone, that if you talk like that, you also be banned from my channel. Oh, this looks so nice. I spent a lot of work. Oh, I wonder if I can... But yeah, even though this person and I aren't friends anymore, I still know that this person is a human being. I know that this person had their reasons, his or her reasons, and I know he or she doesn't resent me for my reasons, because at the end of the day, we're both human, and you know, you have to maintain a basic respect. You don't just go up and say you suck because you made a decision that you thought was right. That's not how this works. So yeah, I do not care for those comments, and you will be banned if you make one. And if you say this person's name, your comment will be removed because I want to keep this as quiet as possible. But I still want to talk about it because it is an issue that I feel like it deserves to have it deserves to be talked about. So, what have I said so far? Basically, me and this person decided that we should not be friends anymore for the sake of our personal lives. Because being friends with I was helping this person through depression. I tried my best. I'm not a social worker. I'm not a therapist. I'm not anything qualified to help. But I tried. And this person, he or she had, I don't know how to word this. He or she grew closer to me is the best word for it. We became closer friends. And in doing so, I tried to help this person with his or her depression. And we grew to be close friends. But I'm not an expert on anything that I'm saying, so if anything is blatantly wrong, go ahead and call me out on this. I think this is partially or even maybe fully my fault. But I think that because of his or her depression, me being close with other people made him or her think that I didn't like him or her anymore. And me being not an expert in depression didn't know how to deal with that. So it just grew worse and worse in a downward spiral. It was not completely my fault. I don't want to take all the blame here. But it was stressing this person out a lot, and I could see it. He or she wasn't sleeping. They weren't talking with other people. They weren't eating right. They weren't sleeping. I said sleeping. I could tell it was affecting them. So, this went on for months. But at the end, we basically decided that it wasn't healthy for us to be friends. Because it was affecting me too. The fact that I was the cause of this person's stress made me feel stressed out. Because I felt bad. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, I've just made this worse. What have I done? Stuff like that. And I'm not joking when I say that I felt like it was my fault that they were depressed at that point. And I thought it was best. This was my idea and my action. I took action here. I said, it isn't healthy for us to be friends at this point. I tried to help you, but I am not suited to do so. And I gave him advice to say, and I gave them advice by saying, I think you should get professional help, but that is your choice. You are the one who will know if you need it or not. And that was that. We have not spoken since, and I think that is for the best. Sure, I'll miss this person. Sure, I had a great time being their friend. And again, if you know who this is, please don't say anything. I just want to talk about the overall topic of friendship and depression and how those two can get intertwined like they did with me. I've never... well, there was a period where I was down. It was when my great-grandmother died, and then there was another period a couple months ago where I was feeling really down because my grandfather, whom I was really close with, died. But I've never really experienced what it's like to have actual clinical depression, and I know it's so terrible. And my heart, like I tweeted about this because I was watching a documentary on this, but I tweeted that my heart goes out to all my friends with depression. I don't know what it's like, but I know it's hard. Stay strong, I think were my exact words. And I can't even imagine what it's like, because I've seen posts on Reddit and say, like, there's this person, like, a stereotypical, like, denial of that this is an actual disease. He's like, it was a comic. I can probably overlay it. It was like this person laying in bed looking sad, and then I assume it was a parent. I don't know if I can find this exact comic, but I assume it was like a parent or someone who said, "Why are you sad?" And the person replies, "I don't know." And the parent replies, "Stop being sad. You have nothing to be sad about." And the person replies, "I know." And then it's just another panel of him staying sad. He acknowledges the fact that he has depression and he has no straightforward reason to be depressed. And I think that just goes to show how terrible this condition is. It's not like sad. It's not you're sad about something. It's something is, I don't want to say wrong, but something isn't right with your brain, your neurological links, your smarticle particles, etc. Something is wrong. There's a crossed wire somewhere that triggers a chemical or something that makes you that way. It doesn't have to be triggered by something. And I think that's just scary. It's scary. The thought that you can not have anything logical to be sad about, but still, like, we've all been there. We've all felt sad about something. But the thought of feeling that every second of every day and seeing no way to cope with it, no way to fix it, aside from medication, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. So when I say I tried to help this person, you may be able to see why I failed in that regard. He or she, I've revealed the gender, it's a he, but I'm still not going to say the name. I tried to help him. I really did, but it didn't work out. I probably made him hate me. I don't hate him. I still understand that he has depression. I won't hate him. He didn't do anything to me, and all I did was come into his life and try to help, ended up not helping, and back out of his life, because I was making things worse. That was a big faux pas on my part. And I apologized, and I said, yeah, I've told this a million times already, but we can't do this anymore. I'm making this worse. I'm tired of all these things that are wrong. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being stressed out for my own life, because while I did try to help him while he was... Ooh, I almost died. Well, I did try to help him. I also had to worry about me and school, and it was affecting... Stress affects school, and it was getting to a point where it started to. So I said, I can't do it anymore, and I stopped. And I don't know if that was the right decision. It was for me. I don't know about him. So if you know somebody who's depressed, please urge them to find help. It doesn't have to be professional help. If you know how to help them, do it. I didn't, because I just didn't. This was just not in my ability. It may be in your ability. The best thing you could do is be there for your friend. That's the best thing you can do. Like, my best friend in real life. This is my best friend in the world. More so than anybody I've met on the internet. Maybe anybody. Almost anybody. He is same age, same school, even same street as me. I've known him for years, and yet I only talk to him, like, in class, and sometimes on Skype if I have a question about TF2. Yet I still consider him my absolute best friend in the world. My best bud. But we don't talk as much. Like, I talk with him less than I talk with Poet. I talk with Poet, like, every other day about, either recording or sometimes we talk about music, stuff like that. I talk with my friend about music, but we don't share all the same interests. Like I like all kinds of music. This is going off topic, but I'm gonna say this. I like all kinds of music. A lot of people don't like country music. I love it. I love Brad Paisley. I love Carrie Underwood. I love Taylor Swift's country stuff, even though she's more of pop or something now. But I love country. I like some rap, though I don't like popular rap artists. I only like one or two rap artists that are just do it from the basement for fun kind of artists. They're not labeled. But I'm getting off topic. I like dubstep, I like electro, I like heavy metal, I like classical. What? I see particles. I see eyes! I didn't know spiders can spawn invisible. That's weird. So yeah, I've told my story about my friend. Again, if you know who this is, and I know some of you do, because I know some of you follow me on Twitter, please don't say anything. And if you don't know who this is, please don't dig deeper into it. I'm just telling this story as an example. I'm not, as a segue to the overall topic of depression. I'm not trying to out him for being a jerk. He's not a jerk. He's a human being. Respect him. And he has severe depression, and I think he should get help, but that's his choice. If he doesn't think he needs it, then maybe he doesn't. Maybe he can overcome it himself. He's strong. That's how you should treat somebody with depression, in my opinion. I mean, you can read different opinions all over the internet. I've looked it up. There are people who say you should try with all your might to get them into a mental hospital, and there are people who say that you should just be there, and if they don't think they need professional help, then maybe they don't. That's not your choice. That's theirs. And I agree with both. I think that if it's bad enough, I think you should urge them to get help, but if they honestly don't think they do, then it's their choice. So, yeah, if you have a friend with depression, and I have multiple, not just this person that I'm talking about. I have friends in... Crap! I have friends in real life who suffer from depression, and particularly my friend Anthony in real life. He suffers from anxiety and depression, and one time in gym, we were running laps, and he had... This wasn't Anthony. This was somebody else, not Anthony. Not that you know who Anthony is anyway. He had an anxiety attack, and I did not know what to do. I just stood there looking dumbfounded. And that's probably like the natural reaction, but I don't like doing that. I like helping people. But sometimes it's just best not to, I guess. But in my particular case, it probably was best, like if I went and got the coach. But the coach was close by, thankfully. Maybe it's best to help somebody, maybe it's not. That can't be a 100% accurate thing. It depends on who, what, where, or when, or how. Anyway, that's my topic. Please, if you know who I was, I've really tried to keep this discreet. If you know who I was talking about and you comment their name, I will delete your comment. If you say anything negative about this person, I will ban you from my channel. No, not even joking. This is not something I'd like to joke about. Depression is... I know some of you don't enjoy the serious stuff on my channel, but I feel like I've seen Poet's videos and how he talks about serious stuff sometimes. He does a lot of things to incorporate humor into it. I'm not very good at that. I just felt this needed to be talked to, and this was the series to do it. So, if you have anything to say, say it. If you want to PM me, I'm always here to provide a helpful word. Like, I had this fine young lady PM me and said, I'm not going to go into detail here either. This was about a year ago. She PM'd me that her friend had taken her own life. And I wrote huge paragraph saying how sorry I was, and that if she's ever here, I'm just a PM away. That extends to all of you. If you really think that you need help or you want someone to talk to, I'm here. Just PM me. I reply to pretty much all of my PMs. I don't actually get that many. I maybe get like 1 or 2 a day. It's not that much. But yeah, this is going to be in the end. Sorry if it was a bit short, but I just wanted to get what I wanted to say out. And I can't stress this enough. If you know who I was talking about, any of them, I've talked about multiple people, please don't say their names. Please. I beg you. I want to keep this private between me and them. I just wanted to share the experience I had and tie it in with the overall topic. I didn't want to out them. So yeah, thank you for watching. If I offended you, feel free to leave a dislike. If I expressed your own opinion, feel free to leave a like. If you have no opinion about this video, feel free to ignore the like-dislike buttons completely and leave a comment saying so. And if you have never been to my channel before and this is the first video you're seeing, that sucks. So I guess you can leave. So yeah, I'll see you later, guys. This has been an episode on the TimeShot server. Again, sorry if I offended anyone. This was just how I see things. I'm not a professional. I'm not a expert. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a bystander. I don't have any of these afflictions or conditions, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. That's the I want to make that the underlying tone. I don't know. I think this is how it is. Everything I've said here is basically an assumption. I actually don't know how it is. I don't know if it was this attempt or last attempt, because I tried to record this video twice. I don't know if it was this attempt or the last attempt that I said something about a comic strip, but that's just, I obviously can't know everything. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I'm glad. If you didn't, that sucks. This has been TimeShot, and I'll see you later.